This is the Samsung Odyssey G70A 4K UHD LED gaming monitor, and it's probably the best monitor out now for its price point. For $799, you get a swiveling 28-inch 4K monitor IPS panel with HDMI 2.1 input that outputs 144Hz for the best gaming that you can imagine, baby. The monitor stands at about 27 inches tall, weighing in at about 17 pounds, so it's a little heavy. With it comes the power cable, a 6-foot DisplayPort cable, a USB-B to USB-A cable so that you can download software updates to the monitor, and a wall mount in case you decide that you want to hang it on the wall. It can swivel left and right, up and down, and rotate 90 degrees clockwise only. The height of the monitor is also adjustable by about 120 millimeters up and down. And one other feature that comes with this monitor is the ability to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It does a lot, and I appreciate every time you do it. The monitor also has a rubber cable management system in the back that you could just slide your cables through, and it's kind of cool, but it's really meh, you know? On the bottom of the monitor, you have your headphone jack, 2 HDMI ports, a display port, a USB-B port, and 2 USB-A ports, and the power port. And there are 3 buttons underneath so that you can save picture profile presets, but I'll never use them, and I doubt you will either. Here they are though for you to see anyway. You know, honestly, I do wish that they had moved the ports to maybe the side or straight up on the back, kind of like my LG monitor, because getting to these ports is a huge hassle. It's not fun, it's not cool. Like, it's probably the only real downside of this monitor. Like, I actually hate this feature, but you know, there are other things that kind of make up for this issue, but it's in a very obtuse place, I'll tell you that right now. The setup for the monitor wasn't hard, but it wasn't easy like other monitors. You do need a screwdriver, which is annoying. On the bottom is the power button that also works as the menu navigation button. The menu is very easy to navigate, and it also gives you all the info you need about your monitor. You know, hertz, response time, adaptive sync, low input lag, and black equalizer that we'll get to in a minute. One of the nicer features of the monitor is its RGB options called core lighting. This setting turns on RGB lights that are at the bottom of the monitor and on the back. Now, as nice as this setting is, it does work best in a low light environment, preferably actually a dark room. If the room isn't dark, then you don't really get to see the lights in their full effect, so that is something to keep in mind, but it's still cool nonetheless. It has a few settings. I like to keep it on rainbow, but probably the coolest setting is its reactive mode, where the colors will change to whatever the screen color is, as you can see here. Now, as nice as this feature sounded, the problem I encountered was that the lights on the monitor did not accurately display the colors on screen like it kind of said that it would. In fact, the only 2 colors that it consistently did well was blue and green. All other colors kind of missed the shot, missed the ball. You can see that with the red, you can see that with the pink, and you can see it with the orange. So you know, if this is a feature that you were looking forward to, sorry, but don't get your hopes up. There's also a middle point for the screen that you could turn on, which I think is usually for FPS games, but you know, if that is the case, and most FPS games now have that, so there's no real reason to use it, but that is a feature there for those who might find it helpful. Now, right out of the box, I was falling in love with the colors on the screen immediately. This is the best out of the box color quality I've ever seen on a monitor this size and this price point. In fact, I'm so in love with it, someone tell my girlfriend I'm breaking up with her for this one, you know what I'm saying? Now, the monitor is HDR 400, so it isn't a true HDR, but it's damn good nonetheless. The black equalizer is also pretty good out of the box. You can set it to a more deeper black for a more cinematic feel. Turning it all the way to 1 just makes it look washed out, makes it look dry. You know, I don't recommend it. So the 13 that it comes at by default is usually pretty good. That's how I leave it. It is FreeSync and G-Sync compatible, so there you have it. This monitor also uses a flat panel, which is different from the curved panels that we saw with previous generations of this model, which I think ended up working very well. Everything on this monitor looks incredible. Even though it comes at 28 inches, the size of the screen feels just about right. It doesn't feel, it's not too large for your desk, it's not too small for any work that you might have to get done on a larger scale. It's definitely an incredible monitor. I 100% recommend it if you have the money, of course. Along with being able to set your response time from standard to faster to extreme MBR, MBR standing for motion blur reduction, you also get this other setting called ultra wide game view, which is ultimately pretty useless because all it does is seriously expand the FOV of your game, which is honestly too much, and you would genuinely need to then decrease the FOV in your actual game in order to make this thing make sense on the screen. So, you know, a little bit of overkill with that setting. But overall, great monitor, great experience, can't complain. Enjoy the rest of your day. Remember to like and subscribe. Chukavelli was in, now he's out. Peace.